This is July the 20th, 2019. This is Limbury Park in Luton. A few years ago, it says here, Coronation Meadows, a meadow in every county to celebrate the 60th anniversary of the Queen's coronation. So Luton Council, in their wisdom, took the money from Prince Charles, and it was supported by Plant Life, Wildlife Trusts, RBST, Biffa Award, Wildlife Trust, Bedfordshire, Cambridgeshire, Northamptonshire, and Luton Borough Council. And this is showing how to create a meadow. Well, I have a film from that year, and apart from leaving it all rutted so that people couldn't walk on it, July that year there was not one wildflower. I'm just going to show you what it's like now. I wonder what the other county meadows are like. I'm sure they're not like this. So you can see, this is not a meadow. Not even by Luton Council standards could you call this a meadow. Their environmental officer, Trevor Tween, where was his responsibility in all of this? This is a disgrace. Luton Council could hold a raffle. The most wildflowers seen by any person, and give them a prize. It's a good thistle here, and dock leaves, but no wild meadow flowers. None. So behind these long grasses and weeds is the river. Apparently Trevor Tween was keen to keep it for the water voles, but someone just told me there are lots of water rats there, and no one's seen a water vole for years. So that's Limbury Park, and this is the river. Well spotted to see any water. Can't make Luton up really. I was just speaking to a gentleman who was born here. He's 62 and he used to spend all his childhood days and holidays here. They'd go out in the morning with a jam sandwich and then stay out until tea time. And they played in the river, but now the children can't even see the river. There used to be a problem of people damaging the wooden fence in this park, and for years the council said, oh, we can't afford to build 4 sides of a fence, so they put 2 sides of a metal fence up at one time, leaving it completely open for children to wander off or people to come into the playground. Then after a few years they decided apparently that they could afford it. So at least this is a decent, well-fenced area for young mothers and their children to relax in. They have put new games and slides and things in here, and it looks very nice. Sadly, Wigmore Park by the airport, they're going to destroy completely for a second terminal. By doing that, they'll increase the traffic so much that no one will be able to get to the airport anyway. Roads around in and out of town are gridlocked morning and evening now. If they build their second terminal and their 5-storey hotel and other buildings there, and increase the flights by more than half or so, then no one will be able to get anywhere in Luton. The council think, oh, the Dart, which is like an electric tram apparently, it goes half a mile roughly to the perimeter of the airport from Parkway Station and another half mile to the terminal, and they think that's going to make everyone go by train. They think that's going to solve their traffic problems. It's quite sad really, you wonder where their brains are. When they were going to have their Coronation Meadow here, it was going to be almost all of this. There was just going to be a narrow piece to the left, and it was all left rutted and uneven for people to turn their ankle on. But now I see it's at least been put back to grass. I don't know if it's just sorted itself out. But this is Luton's Coronation Meadow. Well done, Luton. And to think that Luton's wasting more of our money in trying to become a city of culture 2025. Has anyone been to Luton recently? Their highly paid consultants say, oh, don't worry, even if you don't get city status, you'll benefit from thousands of tourists. People don't come to Luton as tourists, they come for the airport or the football club. So why are they allowed to waste our money in this way? And Hazel Simmons, the leader of the council, was awarded the MBE. I don't know what the services she gave her. She had no one at her war memorial on 11/11/17 on Armistice Day. It was left to one old veteran to guess the time for the 2-minute silence. How could any town not be ashamed of that? But they're not. Hazel declined to answer when I asked her who she'd consulted before insulting the dead by having no one at the war memorial. There wouldn't be a village or town in England that doesn't show respect on Armistice Day, and people stop, even in shops. I've been swimming before now, and you're in the pool and they say, now it's 11, now it's 2 minutes past. But Trevor Holden, who was the chief executive for 8 years, he's just returned to Norfolk now, he spent his career in the RAF, and he disagreed that it was a disgrace to have nobody from the council there to tell people the time. I told him, doesn't matter what he thinks, I've spoken to hundreds of people and they all think it's a disgrace.